broken heart so long. Seems like pain has been my only friend.
Today is our fourth LAX meeting, and today we have to start our second chemistry. Topic is technology, and last week I have give task for each member to draw a draft. So I'll show my draft first. This is my draft 10 years ago. The best friend in secondary school, and after have smartphone. After 10 years, in one friend in England and one friend in Malaysia, they also can use smartphone to communicate using the social network. This is my idea. Next.
Okay, it's my turn. For me, I drew three ideas. The first one is this. This is the worst drawing I've ever made, but I hope you can understand. The first panel shows that the mother is giving a meal given from grandpa to her child, but the child looks puzzled. So the mother asks her why. Then the child told her mother that he didn't know how to double click the mail. That was the first idea. It's showing that children nowadays rarely got actual mail. It's all digital right now, so they don't even know how to open a mail. Okay, for my second idea, this is just a cat. I hope you don't look at it the wrong way, but it's a cat that told her friends, her or his, I don't care, friends, that they've been invited to a party. So when they reach the party, they noticed that everyone wasn't actually socializing. They were all using their smartphones and tablets. So the cat didn't look they looked disappointed and said that they didn't miss anything since it's been a long time since they've been to a party. Okay, my third one, since there is no human pictures, I actually like this one. It's about three people's perspective of when someone is on the phone. The first one is what my parents think I do. It was a phone with chat with list of girlfriends. That's what parents think I do. But for what my teachers think I do, it shows that I have a lot of studying application, from MATLAB to Edmodo to Wikipedia. Then the final one is what I actually do. It's just a list of games that I play during my free time. That's it for me. What's your idea?
Okay, I got three ideas that I want to share for this for our group. So my first idea is about food. Okay, if you can see, if you throw back the nostalgia that our grandparents got their food from land. Usually they plant the tapiokas and another food for their food resources. And then we move to 2014, and then we can see now there is a lot of fast food company that grow like mushroom. Okay, and then maybe in the future they eat we will eat our food from lab. From based on my reading on fast food nowadays, there is a technology where scientists are still in what? Yeah, research about food using the by lab using the chemical. Okay. Then we move to the second idea, which is about the phone technology. Uh, the situation is about nowadays uh, peop- uh, the phone criminal. No, the phone
Theft. Phone stealing. Stealing phone.
stealing phone increase in our country. So maybe people from around can innovate some ideas or
Prevention.
prevention. Maybe they can do the phone casing from nasi lemak. So so the people want to steal cannot recognize the phone. Okay, the owner just the owner know their phone. Okay, let's move to the to the third one. Okay, the third is about pet. Usually pet is a common technology, common thing. uh, this is the real pet. This is a real dog. And then nowadays they move to the pet toys. Maybe in our childhood we use the battery one, the toys. And then maybe in the future they want to save money, food for the food. Maybe they boleh boleh they care the pet from iPhone or tab. So like Tamagotchi. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, for technology, I have only two ideas. First is about where people usually like to update the status on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So I have drew this very simple drawing. It has two characters. First is Sam, and another one is his, you can say, his mother. And then Sam mother asked Sam what he actually doing, but then Sam didn't even answer, but typing on his keyboard to update his status. So after that Sam replied to his mother, if she want to know what he actually doing, his mother should read his latest update on the status, which is, we can see that in this comic, Sam really rely on the technology, which is computer, to actually talk to his mother. And second idea is very simple, very basic. I think most people saw this thing. It has it it tells people about life before and after smartphone. Before smartphone, we can see that there's child playing football in the field, and then few years after technologies came in, few years after smartphone, we can see that no one else play on the field anymore. We can say that most kids nowadays, they usually play games in their phone, in their tab. They didn't even care about social between each other. So basically that is my idea for technology, for team technology. So we move on to Akila.
Okay, this is my draft. My draft is about the Instagram. Okay, nowadays people are mostly addicted to the Instagram, right? And okay, for my draft, I draw a guy with a handsome face. He always upload his image on Instagram, and one day, in just 1 minute, he managed to got about 10,000 likes from followers. And start from that day, he become very hot stuff and proud of himself. and he doing anything related to selfie, even though he was jogging at the park. So one day he think how I can get many followers and become more hot stuff in Instagram. So he think he must perform one unique photo. Okay. And then one day he go walking with her girlfriend, and he trying to take a unique photo by by standing near the steeply slope at the nearest famous island. Actually, this is should not occur because he doesn't think about his safety, but only think about his popularity. As we know, actually in reality, nowadays we can hear that mostly people die just because of selfie. Okay, that's all for my idea. Thank you. Okay, hi. For today's comic strip, we come up with the topic of technology. Okay, when talk about technology, on my mind is firstly is about the gadgets with us, which is phone, iPads, also over. Okay, over here I would like to point out what students really do in classes or colleges. It's from my survey what I have done. Okay, on the first photo we can see the class start at 8 o'clock and the lecturer come to the class. The lecturer was teaching the student about the mathematics equation, but suppose the student should focus on the class, jot down the important notes. But the real thing that student does is, okay, here you can see one student is updating status via social messaging. Another one is playing games during the class time. Then another one is taking selfie photo to update in social messaging. Okay, in the second photo you can see the time is already 10, almost 10, means that the class going to finish. Okay, then after the lecturer giving the lecturing about the topic of the mathematics, and he remind the student that they're going to be an exam on the next week. When he just remind about the student about the exam, the student all suddenly shocked. So they bring out all their gadgets, smartphones, DSLR camera to just take the photo. They thought the exam will be easy. They just simply can remember or answer the question. So they just take the photo. But at the end, it was the exam day. When the student opens the papers, they even don't know what the question is pointing out, and they couldn't answer for the question. At the last, I draw about the emoji. This emoji is indicate about the shock. Student couldn't answer the question, and finally the result come out and student got 0 marks. Okay, this is I just point out what is really happening in nowadays. So it's just for some simply moral for the student that they should focus on class, should jot down the notes, not only with their gadgets they can get everything. That's my point. Thank you.
After our discussion, we all have come out different points about the topics of technology. So now we have to ask each member want to choose whose comic strip. So how about others? How about Sheila? Opinions?
Okay, for me, I agree with PUTRA idea because as we can see that this scenario is often always occur in our university and even though in our class. As we can see that when the lecturer is teaching in front, the students are playing at the back by chatting, gaming, and so on. This this situation shouldn't happen in our class because it will affect the relationship between the students and the lecturer, and also our education. As we can see that the students are failing in exam. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
But okay, because all of our group member has came up with different idea, although with difference, but some of them have very similarity idea, very similar idea. I think, in my opinion, I would choose Akila because her comic strip is, you know, the main idea of a comic strip is basically the same with me, and it shows how kids nowadays you know, react to the not react. How kids nowadays actually do with their smartphone. They do always update status, always update new photograph, and at the end, uh, perhaps this guy might die because his carelessness. Just like how this one accident happened in Kota Kinabalu, where that person want to take picture, but unfortunately she fall down and then die at that place. So I will choose this one. It really have deep meaning, and it also has nice drawing.
I wanted to choose this comic strip because I realized because everyone knows that Instagram is very popular these days, and people are willing to risk their lives just to take a photo. There are a lot of different types of selfie, such as the one I recently saw was a man who is willing to set his clothes on fire and take a selfie just to gain attention. So, in my opinion, that way of thinking is very dangerous, and it could lead to accidents and even cause death. So to put it bluntly, this comic strip has both effort and meaning inside it. So that's why I choose this comic strip. Even though the rest of the members' idea are still very useful, has a lot of meaning, but this one has meaning plus beautiful. It is beautifully drawn, and that is why I choose it.
Okay, hello. Okay, for the among our friends ideas, so I just got interest with these two comics, which is this from Akila and this from Dayat. Okay, just now Dayat just told me about this comic. Okay, this comic is about the family in family. Okay, this one family, and this one is about the individual attitude. Okay, this in family, and this for okay. Based on ideas, both of these comic have a good idea, but for the sketching and the drawing, I choose this. So this about the selfie that have been viral right now among our students and people over the world, and this also Facebook also give a negative moral value, especially this conversation between mom and son, and son, which is the son told her mother what he do in Facebook. So this give a negative attitude for the son. So maybe for the idea also. So for the committee, I choose Akila for no reason. Okay, maybe I got the idea. Also from Dayak, but so maybe I choose the for the drawing, and then for the idea, so it give the negative gives us the moral value from selfie, what the effect from the selfie, and what we should prevent from this attitude. So that's all. Thank you.
Personally attracted with one comic strip which is I was interested in, the selfie addicted one. From the past 2 years, selfie is really famous. It's like a kind of virus, more famous than Ebola. So it really happened in every ages, not only to say only students or anything. Even our Prime Minister also addicted with the selfie. Now he keep on updating the selfie photo. So over here, what I understand from the picture drawn by Kila is what happened when a person totally addicted with the selfie. As you can see in the first picture, got a guy with a good looking, handsome, and he take a photo, and in a few minutes he got thousands of likes. Okay, when he was on the first time he got a like, so he like, oh, so many followers following him, and he tend to do more dangerous stuff to get a good photo and to get more likes. But in the end he tried to do something new, which is he take the photo, selfie photo, almost near the steeper slope, and even he know it's dangerous, but he still do because he want to become popular in a social network. Okay, from here the moral value we can get is selfie is not to say it's a bad thing or virus or anything, but it's good, but with a limited, and if you do selfie in a good way and a safe way, it's safe for you. But if you are trying to do something dangerous, it can harm you, even you can lose your life. That's the thing. So I agree with Kila's idea because it's really nice, and we must do this comic strip because totally good for our students, because even students also now are getting more addicted with selfie. That's the thing. Thank you.
All of the members decide this comic strip, Kila comic strip. So I also felt this comic strip is very attractive. And the Instagram is very popular. Nowadays, we have always take photo, even though we just go to the McDonald's, KFC to have a meal. We also have to take a picture and upload to the Instagram, Facebook, and more. So I think that is a very good idea, and this draw is very pretty. So we decide this.
Okay. By the majority, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 people chose Kila's
Comic strip.
comic strip. So as a majority vote, we will choose this comic strip to represent our second comic strip.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I will break these chains that bind me.
Okay, hi Arif.
Hi.
I got some question to ask for you.
Okay.
Okay, my first question is, okay, during you doing this comic strip, what are the problems or obstacles that you have faced this week?
Okay, for the comic strip, I got a few problems. First is about time. Okay, I got problem because this is the test week, so I got busy. I got no time to even to sketch or to spend the time on this. But but huh? But I managed to do the comic strip last minute. But when we do the last minute work, then the idea have a low quality, and then for today we get result, then my idea got rejected. I drew three comics and 3 idea, but have got rejected. Maybe the quality of my sketch and the common idea.
Are you disappointed, Arif?
Not really, but that's the other opinion. I cannot. I have to accept. Maybe this last comic strip about the proverb, maybe I will give out my best lah to my sketch and ideas. Maybe because this coming week will be the semester break, so I will spend more time on this. Maybe I will give 10 idea or 20 idea for this coming
I know your word.
Okay. So another things about I got problem also same with Dayat and Arif. We got problem about the video. So this coming what the we can't upload the video or because the connectivity of usport we can connect the usport the connection so perhaps the management of internet of UPM will do some improvement or repairing the modem or whatever. Okay, so that's all for my problem.
Okay, your problem will sound so sad. Never mind. I
I know.
think it will be okay. So as soon as possible. Okay, I got another question for you, Arif.
Yeah.
Okay, so far what have you done for our comic strip?
Okay, just like I said that I contribute. I try to give my time to this for this activity for this group, but this is the test week, so I think all of us have same program, but Akilah have made it. I don't know.
Are you jealous, Arif?
Yeah. Maybe the timetable of timetable Akilah is different from me. Oh, I don't know. Maybe her time management is more good, better from me.
Never mind, Arif. You can learn from her later.
Maybe I will learn from her after this. So I can for now I can contribute by giving the ideas and remake the video. So from that's all from me. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Arif.
Oh, hi.
How you feel today?
I'm feeling well.
Okay, shall we continue with our question for today?
Oh, sure.
Are you ready?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, saya. Okay, Arif. Here I got one question for you. What's some of the problems or obstacles that you have faced during doing this LAX activities means for comic strip?
Problems. There was a few problems that we faced when we tried to do this LAX meeting. First of all, it's about our packed schedule and our different timetable, causing us difficulty in meeting with each other. Since most of us are riding the bus, it the
Quite hard to come, is it?
how we try to come to this LAX meeting and when will we come here depends on the bus also, because for example today we promised at 5 p.m. but the group finally assembled at 5:45 due to lack of bus, and also there some of our members have class. The next problem is about the video. There was a lot of problem on the video, but the most important problem was the connectivity, because we cannot upload the video due to usport's problem in connection. I tried to connect my phone or my laptop with the usport, but it keeps on connecting and disconnecting, which causes the cancellation of the uploading video. And trying to do it at night is very difficult because we have class tomorrow and we can't really stay up all night to upload the video. Our next problem would most probably be my drawing. My drawing was very terrible, and even though I had a good idea, without being able to properly present it to the other members, it would seem that the idea was very very sad and very unacceptable. That's why I think that is why my ideas were unacceptable. That is all from the problems, but I think it can be managed after this. I'm not sure how I can improve my drawing in such a short time, so I'll just have to contribute with ideas. Okay.
Okay, Adik, I think you can overcome your problems by to improve your drawing. Maybe you can do some tutorial or you can see some tutorial to upgrade your drawing. Okay, Adik, I got another question for you. So far, what have you done for our comic strip?
Well, the most important thing that I actually did was giving a few ideas. I did give 3 ideas on about technology, but since they are all poorly drawn, nobody accepted it, and that is also the major reason why we accepted Akila's beautiful drawing, since it was properly presented and most likely to be accepted. But that was my
What problem?
no.
Sorry,
That
what
was,
you have done?
That was what I did for now, for this week, and the second will be trying to find time meeting up with Arif and Hidayat for uploading the video, but it seems we can't actually meet because our timetables are so far apart. Every time I don't have class, they have class, and every time I have class, they don't have class. Not really every time, but most of the time. So that's another problem that I should have told before at the question before, but this is also what I tried to contribute for this group. Trying to find the time we can actually spend together is very difficult, and I can't stay at their college since the midnight curfew is at 12 o'clock, and since we all live in different college, it's more difficult for us to meet, but I hope I can meet with them someday and try to help out in uploading the video.
Okay.
That is all for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Arif. Hope you can overcome your problem, and I wish my advance good luck for your comic strip. Hope they will choose your comic strip, upcoming comic strip, and the third comic strip. Good luck. Okay.
Chances are very low.
Okay. Hi, Dayat.
Hi.
Okay. How's your day?
Fine, thank you. How's
Okay.
yours?
Doing good also.
Nice.
Okay,
We have
Dayat.
test tomorrow.
Yeah, we have test tomorrow. Never mind, we focus on LAX first.
Alright.
Okay. Dayat, I got some question to be asked for you.
Yes.
Okay, my first question is, okay, when you are doing this comic strip, what's the some of the problems or obstacles that you have faced doing these activities?
Some of obstacle. I think the major obstacle that I face in doing this comic strip is to find the idea that doesn't really exist before. New idea, what I mean is new idea. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to come up with new ideas. But some of these idea actually is very common, and some of them is what I say, it's okay idea, but it's not really
The one,
wow.
the thing
The thing that I want, I think still to find it. I don't know. Because you know, like Arif just said, this week and last week is examination week where I have many tests and I can't really keep up with doing comic and also studying for my test. So another problem is I can't dedicate fully to create my comic strip.
Okay.
And the third problem is when doing this comic strip is I have the problem to actually uh, to present my idea from my mind into drawing. The problem is I have the image in my mind, but I can't seem to.
You cannot sketch out.
Yes, it's really I don't know. It's hard or because of my lack of training. Maybe because I didn't really draw much. Yeah, perhaps I have to. Yeah, perhaps I have to learn to draw more, so that my idea in my mind and the things that I draw is basically the same. But right now it's totally not totally different, but it have a significant difference between what I came up with and the thing that I have in my mind. And another problem is, of course, our difference in timetable. All of us came from different faculty and different courses, so basically our timetable is not the same, of course. So to find the thing that to find time where everybody has free time, at least for 2 or 3 hours to have meeting is not it's not really easy, and it's kind of tough time to do. So yeah, that's the 4 problem I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now maybe another one is editing the video.
Oh, you got a lot of problems.
Yeah, but very common problem. Very
Okay.
common problem. Editing video I have problem with because my laptop is very low end, so it can really do fast work. Every time I try to drag one timeline, I have to wait for 3 or 2 seconds. Maybe my group member don't understand what this all about. So yeah, that is I think my final problem, perhaps.
Okay, okay, I think you can cope up with all of your problems that you have faced.
Yeah, hopefully.
I can feel you're totally fully with the problems. Don't worry, you can cope up with it. And I got another question.
Yeah.
Okay, for comic strip, what have you done so far, Dayat? Can you share with us?
What have I done so far? Okay, the first video is what I say in finalized mode. I didn't really render it now. No, the render is done. And yeah, for comic strip, like other group members, I have draw, including for second comic strip, I have 4. 4 of them are not
Selected.
no, not selected. I'm not really
Satisfied with?
I'm satisfied, not really satisfying, but yeah, I have another chance for the third comic strip, so perhaps I can, if I can't what we call, if I can't draw the comic, maybe I can give my idea to Akila so she can draw it for me. So I think what I said from last week is the same from for this week. Yeah, the same thing. I have done video giving the ideas, so yeah, same.
Okay, Dayat. Thank you, Dayat, for your ideas and your comments.
Very long ideas.
Okay, that's all. Thanks, Dayat. Hi, Kila. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, how's your studies? Exams?
Good.
All okay?
Okay, quite good lah.
Okay, Kila. Same. After so long, we meet again. Okay, on the 4th week. Okay, Kila, I got some question to be asked to you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It seems you're looking so tired.
Because the
Smiling.
schedule quite packed today.
It's the same problem around students.
Yeah.
Okay, Kila, we continue, ma. Okay, Kila, here's my question. So far, what's the problems or obstacle that you face during this like comic strip activity? Okay, for the first all, my obstacle is time. Okay, same like just my group members' problems. Okay, for my time management. As a nutrition student, my schedule is quite packed from the early of the morning to the evening. So today I'm very happy because I managed to complete my task even though in last minute I have to draw the comic strip at the in a short of time, but I'm very grateful because finally my comic strip is acceptable for my group member to be represented as a comic strip for second comic strip for our group. Okay. For my second obstacle is difficult in drawing. You know, actually it's difficult to draw a suitable icon to display our message in comic strip. As we know, our comic strip is just 3 panels, so I think it's hard to we put our image in a short of time. Okay, for the third is the internet connectivity, same with other. It's difficult for me to update the blog because when they have the problem with the editing the video, I'm also got a problem because I need to wait for them send that video for me. I think for the journal there's no problem, right?
No, we must wait for the URL.
Uh-uh.
That's the problem. Okay. Okay. Okay lah. Before I continue to my second question, I would like to tell that you are really good at drawings. We are so lucky that to have you as our group members. You really contribute.
I know how to drawing, but actually I don't know how to contribute my idea. Sometimes idea is unexpectedly. Because when I was in secondary school, I like to drawing when the teacher is not around, and I love to create our a comic, and I give my friend to read. But
We will help you to contribute valuable ideas so that you can illustrate the comic strip.
Yeah.
Okay, Kila. Okay, last question for you, Kila. What have you done so far for our comic strip, Kila?
Okay, for all this time, I managed to draw back managed to sketch back our comic strip one that had been discussed earlier in last week, and now I'm trying to edit it back to compile it as one complete comic strip to be updated on the blog, and just waiting for our group members to send their journals and videos and to be published on our blog.
Okay.
Okay.
How about your progress for second week of the comic strip? The thing just now we discussed. So far you already sketch it, and when you gonna do the drawing?
Maybe on my free time, I will try to find free time to complete our task.
Okay, Kila. Thank you. Good luck
Bye.
for your drawings. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hi, Angel.
Yeah,
How are you?
yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, you look so tired.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Oh, you're busy with your exam, is it?
Yes.
Okay. It's nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Okay. Angel. Here I got some question to be asked regarding on our comic strip for LAX. Shall I continue?
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. My first question is, during you doing your LAX comic strip, what's the problem or obstacle that you face so far?
Okay. First is about the time, because our group members from different course, different college, and our timetable is different. So we had to be arrange the time to have a meeting. But however, we also have to spare time to have LAX meeting, so we choose every Tuesday 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And another question is these few weeks a lot of assignment, quiz, and holiday, so we really have limited time to do the comic strips like editing video, do journal, updating blogspot. Maybe we have
Need more time to
need more time to do it.
Okay.
And also about English communicate, because I'm not a talkative girl, so I'm really hard to communicate, especially using English. So it's a challenge for me. And also about the drawing skill. My drawing skill is very bad, so sometimes I'm very hard to draw what
you imagine.
My ideas.
Okay.
And I want to have a very creative and attractive ideas, but sometimes I'm really
It's hard for you to illustrate your ideas,
really
right?
hard.
Okay. Then later we go for tutorial with Kila. Maybe she can help us to do driving.
So my members is very good and help me a lot.
Yeah.
So thank you. So there's what problems I have made.
That's the problem you face so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Angela, I got another question to be asked for you.
Yeah.
Okay, regarding on our task for LAX, so far what you have done for our comic strip?
So firstly, I as a group leader, I have to arrange the duties for each members. So Arif, Hidayat and Arif is edit video and upload video to YouTube, and also copy the URL links to Edmodo. And Akila is update our meetings, activities and progress on Blogspot after every time's meetings. And also Kumetra and me is make journal and attendance. So this is what I do, and also have draw the comic strips. Yeah, this is what I've done every time.
Okay, Angel, we still got one more comic strip to draw. I think you can give your idea. If even we cannot draw, also we can give our idea to Kila. She can illustrate very well, I think.
Yeah. About the next topics of our comic strip is proverbs. Yeah. So for now, I think that the proverb is I haven't think the proverbs, but I want my idea is about the moral values.
Okay. Good luck for that. Do some research and then you can come up with a good illustration, I think.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Angel.
Okay, Kumet,
Hi.
you are the last person to be asked in the individual question.
Yeah.
You have helped us, everyone else, and now it's your turn.
Okay.
As you already know, the first question is, what is the problem that you face in this meeting?
Problems means that there's a lot of problem I have faced doing this LAX meeting or creating comic strip. Okay, first of my problem is, as you may know, last week and this week is a first test week, is an examination week. We all totally busy with doing preparation, studying, and even we got exam, we still got assignments. So it's quite hard for me to make a good time and opportunity to meet our group's member to update and progress our comic strip. And other than that, the problem I had faced is as I mentioned in the first week, I'm really bad, really totally bad and blank when it comes to drawing. Even I had done some tutorial. I try to draw any doodles or any subjects. It's totally worse, I think, my drawing. Even I draw a stick man also, it's not look like a stick man. It's even sometimes I having problem. I also cannot understand what the thing I draw. But luckily my group members are so understandable. They can understand what I draw, even the drawing is looking so terrible or ugly. And another problem I have faced is internet. Okay, all of our group members tell just now, e-sport is really making our life worse. Not us only, all the students in UPM. When I want to update the journal, sometimes there. Then when I add the file, I cannot post the journal. It's the biggest problem I had faced so far. And some more the problem is I face is time management. As the week is really hectic with the exam. I have to cooperate with the exam, with the faculty program, college program, and LAX. It's quite hard for me to manage the time well, but I make it to come for our 4th meeting, and I hope our meeting ends successfully and we had come out with a good comic strip for today. I think that's the problem I faced so far.
Okay, thank you for sharing your problems. I hope it's solvable in the future.
Hope
Okay.
so.
The next question, which you already know, what have you done so far?
Okay, so far the thing I had done is I already committed with the journal. I had done journal for week 1 and 2, which was given by Angel. For the week 3 and 4, Angel will done. We already done the journal, but we are still waiting for the URL for video. As you may know, our group is having some technical problems with the videos, so I'm still waiting for the URL. Once I get the URL, I will post the journal again. Okay, rather than that, as this is a 4th week, and 4th week means we have to do the comic strip. I had come out with the ideas for the topic of technology. Actually, I think to do something new which is different from others, but I cannot come out with the illustration because it's quite hard. Our topic is technology. It's a wide topic, but I cannot draw well. I got ideas, but I cannot draw, and I'm scared if my drawing is more terrible, my group mates cannot understand at all. I managed to done a drawing about how the student behave in a class and the moral of, and at the end what happened for their examination. And rather than that, the thing I had do is I had my friends to contribute idea which can make them to provide come out with a good comic strip, and the meaning of the comic strip can be established very well and in a good manner. That's the thing I done.
Okay, thank you to Matt for your contribution. I hope we will see you in the next meeting.
Today my life begins.